Okay, this is the last video, and it's going to be a long one. We've got 8 pages, so have a look at your notes. To when you're adding or subtracting, you've got to have a common denominator. When you're multiplying or dividing, you just cancel common factors. Okay. So just remember, adding, subtracting, common denominator, multiplying, dividing, cancel common factors. Okay. Note the word is factors. You have to have factors before you can cancel. Okay, so have a go at the first two ones, and let's see. Okay, first one, the lowest common denominator of 2 and 3 is 6. So this number to get to a 6 is tripled, so I have to triple x minus 1. This number to get to a 6 is double, so I have to double top. So we've got 3x minus 3 plus 2x plus 2 all over 6. 3x plus 2x is 5x. 3 minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 over 6. And that's your answer. Okay, next one. The lowest common multiple of 4 and 8 is 8, not 32. So I have to double that. So it's 6 bracket x plus 2. I don't have to change that, so I just leave it as it was. So I get 6x plus 12 minus 2x. Minus and minus is a plus over 8. 6 minus 2 is 4x. 12 plus 2 is 14 over 8. Now that answer is not too bad, but because 2 goes into all those numbers, take 2 bracket 2x plus 7 over 8, and then 2 into 8 goes 4. So the answer is 2x plus 7 over 4. Okay, if you left it like that, it's not too bad, but you just have to try to cancel down one more step. Come across. Okay, so here's one with letters on the denominator. Again, we're adding and subtracting, so it's what is the common denominator. So have a go, and when you're ready, come back. Okay, these are the same denominators, so we can just put that down, and then 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Okay, that's the first one. This x and 2x are not the same denominators. The lowest common denominator is 2x, because 2x goes into 2x and x goes into 2x, so 2x is the lowest. So that first number has to be doubled, so that means I have to double that, so 2 times 2 is 4, plus sign. This has already got the same denominator, so it doesn't change, so the answer is 7 over 2x. Okay, a squared and a, the lowest common denominator is a squared, because a squared goes into a squared and a goes into a squared. Okay, so a squared doesn't change, so leave the first number, minus sign. How do you change a into a squared? Well, you just multiply by a. So we've got that, and so the answer is 3 minus a over a squared. Okay, come across. Okay, so we've got some more denominators. Now we've got some algebra. So just remember, adding and subtracting, you have to have a common denominator. So have a go, and when you're ready, come back. Okay, the first one, x plus 2, it's the same number, so the common denominator is x plus 2, which means I can just go 1 plus 1 is 2. Now that's it, that's the answer. Okay, you can't cancel those 2's out, because that's not factorized. So the answer is just 2 over x plus 2. Okay, in the next one, you have to factorize this in difference of 2 squares. Okay, so the first thing is you have to factorize the denominator. And then the lowest common denominator is going to be this number here, the biggest number, because x plus 3 goes into that number. So that's the lowest common denominator. This has got the denominator we want, so that means that that number doesn't change, minus sign. That number doesn't have the x minus 3, so it needs the x minus 3 equals 4 minus 3x minus is a plus over those two brackets. And so your final answer is 4 plus 9 is 13 minus 3x over plus 3x minus 3. And that's your final answer. Don't expand out the denominator. Okay, you've got to look for a common denominator, have a go, and when you're ready, come back. Okay, so that's x plus 2, x plus 3, and that's 2 bracket x plus 3. Okay, so the lowest common denominator is you need x plus 2, you need x plus 2, x plus 3, which is common, and you also need that 2. Okay, so that's the common denominator. So this first number, it's missing the 2, so it needs 2 lots of x, minus sign comes down, put the 3 in. That number is missing the x plus 2, so it needs the x plus 2. So I get 2x minus 3x minus 6 over those two brackets. So 2 bracket x plus 2, x plus 3. 2x minus 3x is minus x minus 6 over 2 x plus 2 x plus 3. Okay, and that's it. Come across. Okay, so these are a little bit easier fractions. So factorise, then cancel. Factorise and cancel. Okay, have a go. So the first one, 3 bracket n plus 2 over 2 bracket n plus 2. Okay, take 3 out, take 2 out, you leave that, and then that cancels that with that, so the answer is just 3 on 2. This is difference of 2 squares. This is common term. That cancels that with that, so the answer is just n plus 3 out of 2, and it's your final answer. Come across. Okay, factorise, factorise, then cancel. Okay, you can't cancel those m squared. You can't cancel those two m's. Okay, you have to factorise. You have to factorise, then cancel. Okay, have a go. When you're ready, come back. Okay, so we've got minus 8 giving a minus 2, so we have to have minus 4 and plus 2. Minus 15 giving a minus 2, so I have to have minus 5 and minus 3. Great. And nothing cancels out. So that's the answer. Okay, nothing cancelled. That was pointless, but anyway. It just proves you can't cancel these things out. Alright? Come across when you're ready. Okay, so now we've got to multiply, and then our last one will be divide. So when we got multiply, once we factorise, then we can cancel from top to bottom. Okay, so have a go when you're ready and come back. Okay, so we've got 2m minus 2 over 3m plus 3 times difference of 2 squares, m plus 3, m minus 3, and take 2 out. Then I've got m squared minus 4, which is m plus 2, m minus 2. Change my pen. N plus, change my pen, come on. N plus 3, n plus 3, n minus 2, n minus 2, and I think that's it. Oh no, 2, cancel that with 2. I think that's it. So we've got m minus 3 on the top. We've still got that 3, that's dead. That was factorised, and I still got the n plus 2. And that's your final answer. Okay, last page. Okay, so we've got division, so we have to factorise, we have to turn divide to multiply and flip. So have a go. Okay, minus 6 and a plus 1, so it's going to be plus 3 and minus 2. Difference of 2 squares, 4 minus n, 4 plus n. The 16's first, so the 4 has to be first. Divide is multiply, so this number comes up, so I have to flip over, so 4 bracket n plus 2, n squared 7 and 12, numbers 12 adds to 7, so it's 3 and 4. So once it's factorised, now comes the best part, can we cancel? Yeah, n plus 3, n plus 3, is that it? God, that was useless, wasn't it? Can't cancel anything else. That's it, I can't see anything else that can cancel. That's it. n minus 2, there's no n minus 2s, n plus 2, there's no n plus 2s, so that's it. So it's 4 bracket n plus 2 over 4 minus n, 4 plus n, and n plus 4. Okay, so that was a hard video, but that's probably the meat of the topic. Okay, bye.